Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, Merchant Seamen, Pirates, and the Anglo-American Maritime World, 1700 to 1750 is an academic history book published in 1987 by Marcus Rediker, a distinguished professor of Atlantic history at the University of Pittsburgh. Employing a Marxist analytical framework, Rediker redefines 18th-century sailors as workers afloat, arguing that the merchant ships of that era resembled industrial factories more than the artisanal workshops typical of their time. The book explores how sailors resisted maritime hierarchies and work discipline by forming their own culture, languages, and religious practices. Rediker also delves into mutiny and piracy, considering them as methods of achieving freedom from economic and political constraints. Rediker's approach re-examines significant historical topics such as the rise of modern capitalism, the emergence of free wage labor, and the development of international working-class consciousness. The book begins with a statement of Rediker's project, focusing on the oppressive experiences of 18th-century sailors. The subsequent chapters address different aspects of the sailors' experience, including maritime economic geography, labor conditions on merchant ships, the development of free wage labor, shipboard culture, sailors' reputation as rebels, and the phenomena of mutiny and piracy. Throughout the narrative, Rediker emphasizes the harsh realities of life at sea, describing the authoritarian and often violent discipline imposed by ship captains. He characterizes the ships of the 18th century as totalitarian work environments due to the centralized authority of captains. Rediker details instances of brutality, such as captains beating sailors to death and the widespread use of indirect violence through methods like press gangs and corporal punishment. In analyzing sailors' resistance as a form of class war, Rediker draws on anthropology, linguistics, and economics to trace the development of a unique working-class culture. He contends that this culture foreshadowed the fully articulated working-class culture of the industrial era, highlighting its collective, oppositional, and anti-authoritarian traits. Rediker also explores the influence of sailors' culture on land-based workers at key hubs like harbors and harborside inns, citing examples such as the round robin, a form of communication for discussing resistance without revealing the originator. Rediker interprets piracy as the ultimate expression of this shipboard working-class culture, drawing on Eric Hobsbawm's concept of social banditry. While acknowledging the violence within pirate discipline, Rediker argues that the collectivist and egalitarian nature of pirate culture, contrasted with the authoritarianism they escaped from, justifies pirates as working-class folk heroes. In the conclusion, titled The Seaman as Worker of the World, Rediker emphasizes the collective empowerment of sailors, stating, "The hands, dispossessed and limp, that were assembled on board the ship slowly began to curl their fingers into a collective fist." Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea solidified Rediker's reputation as a significant scholar in maritime and working-class history, complementing his later work, The Slave Ship, A Human History, published in 2007. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.